Welcome to the trip to Laoghaire in Dublin. Tell me why this thing is pronounced as Laoghaire. This spelling, does it look like Laoghaire to you? Anyways, just listen to the way my colleagues were teasing me.
Yeah, we can be your content.
And yes, I'm telling you guys now that my followers, my colleagues say I should tell my followers that we are all together. So this was a trip from all the people in my department just to go have fun, have fun together, literally. So we traveled all the way from Dublin city center to Laoghaire. It's very far from where we come from, but this was a very beautiful city and it was fun going out all together. So we all went from our different destinations and then we met here. Some mates from the office, and then I came directly to the train station here and we tapped our lip card and just wait for our train to arrive. We were here for just few minutes and before we know it, we were already in the train just having fun. So this happened on a Saturday and this wasn't a train, actually it's called a dart. Before I didn't know that there's a difference between train and a dart. I used to think the lowers and the darts are the same thing, but by the way, that's just it. So this was like the distance. I just recorded where we were from the station where we entered the dart till where we're supposed to head on to Laoghaire. And as you may already guess, things like this, like the train, the dart, they all move on. They have their own roads where literally it's sometimes bushy, sometimes people are living there, but it's just that it's very beautiful to watch, especially if you are lucky to be behind the window seat. So we were here. I always try to do one thing whenever I'm traveling. I try to find somebody I will be able to talk to, and luckily I found one lady in here. She was very kind to explain some certain things, explaining what the city looks like, the market that they do have, because the initial plan was for us to go to the city just from about, and then from there we head on to the markets, the farmers market, just to have a look at what it looks like. But unfortunately we realized that the market only happens on a Sunday and we were going out on a Saturday, but in any ways we still had fun regardless. So this place is, I don't know, I would call it a small place bounded by very big body of water. Is this up to a sea or an ocean? I don't know. But before we know it, we were already seeing so many boats, seeing what do they call the other ones? I think we call it back home flying boats or whatever, I don't know. So by this time we were already close. You could see how bluish the water looked. It was so beautiful, seriously. And there's one thing about body of water, when you are beside it, it's scary when you are close, but the feeling you get, everything just calm in your head, which is why I always like going close to where the water is. And yes, before you know it, we drop down and there we welcome. You could see the Laoghaire. That's the dart station that we come at, and you can see what the thing is. It's already looking like a train. This place is like I want to say the main city center, sort of, and then we just rushed down there. I'm like, no, we have to take pictures here, because of course if we don't take pictures where we have the main name of the city, what am I going to show my viewers? No, you tell me. yeah, so we all got there and I let them take me some photos, some videos. It was actually beautiful. That the person that took me this video, she is a pro in taking pictures. I'm telling you, I actually loved it. And then we moved closer to where
What's the name of this?
so as you can see, just you go there, have a walk. It was a very beautiful day, bright and sunny.
Somebody should take me on the boat.
But I didn't go with my sunglasses. Yeah, I did not. All of us had sunglasses. It was only me. Yeah. So in case you are like, where are the rest of the people you were going with? I try as much as I can not to, capture everybody that does not want to be on social media, because social media is not for everybody. So I try to only take photos of people who are not so particular about it, but that's it. Yeah, we just walk round. I'm sure you're hearing my voice here. We just see one of them. That's one of them. She was covering her face. She didn't want to. She didn't want to be in the video, but that's okay. But the place was beautiful. Next time when I'm coming back here, I'm definitely doing the boat cruise, because when we arrived here was when I realized that they have the boat cruise, and trust me, I called my husband so I can show him what it looks like. See him, he was smiling. He was smiling. Oh God, why were you smiling? I was just showing him how the place looked like, how beautiful it is. Towards the end of the journey, we went to have ice cream. So it was only my colleagues who had the ice cream. I didn't get any ice cream. Got ice cream and then we walked closer to the body of water. By this time we had already taken like lots of photos, groups, single pictures, which I'm going to post much later on. You're going to find in like real posts. I couldn't just attach them all to this video, but in all honesty, this was a beautiful outing. I'm telling you, it's so beautiful when you get to see the other side of the city. Ireland, they say, is not very big, but for somebody like me who doesn't like to travel, this is a great opportunity. And yes, this was me struggling to eat sushi for the very first time. Not just eating sushi, using chopsticks. I struggle for ages, but I make sure that I have it, because that is the kind of spirit I have. I'm going to let you hear what my manager said at the background. Yes, I do not give up. I said, chopstick, I'm gonna eat with you. And before you know it, I was. It was actually funny. I had to use two hands, navigate, and before you know it, I was able to hold on to it and open my mouth so wide.
Congratulations. Lesson 101.
Don't laugh. So after having lunch, the next thing was to go into the city to do some shopping. But for me, my eyes was only doing window shopping. But guess what? I was pressured into buying sunglasses. Why? I had to test. I wore this one. I said, no, this one is not fine. Let me try this one. But I actually like this one that I tried. That's not fine. Let me try again. That's not fine. Let me try again. And then I finally went with one of them. Guess the one I went to. Of course, you're going to see the remainder of
After we
the
came
video.
out from Penny's, we just continued to roam around, just having fun, looking around places, looking at things to buy. Yeah, this is the one I finally got.
I finally fall under pressure to buy sunglasses. I fell inside the pressure to buy sunglasses, so we're going home now.
This was us on our way home, and
We all had different places to go, but we still boarded the same dot from the same station. And
It never makes sense.
Just listen to the rest of the video, and I hope you will enjoy it. Guess in the comment, how long do you think this thing is? Because I still don't know. This thing is almost like
times 2 of the lowest. Like, I could not imagine the length of this. So that's the end. I'm just going to take the lowest down to get him. Although it's going to take a while before the lowest will arrive, I don't mind. Either I take the lowest or I use the bus. You can actually find my really try it through many things here. I just dropped down now from the lowest and I'm heading home, and guess what? My church here is here to pick me up, to pick his bride. How are you? Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
We're going home now. That's the end of the vlog. Okay. Peace out.